All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you lot. And now to become a member, please do click the join button if YouTube permits you to do so, and definitely they will guide you along the way. So as you saw by the title, we will be talking about the Jamaica Reggae Boyz roster. Persons that have not arrived and also persons that were included. All right, obviously we did a brilliant job this morning to give you updates as to people that you might not see on the list based on their circumstances. Yes, and majority of every one of them we talked about was actually spot on. All right, so we're going to go through the list and then give our take and then try to bring on our panelists as well via the Discord. So all you need to do is just share the video around, let people know that we are live, and let we do our time. All right, yes. So what say you guys as to the list that you saw? It's in the description. No, it's not in the description. It's in our community section. All right, I'm going to share it on the next one. But before we get anywhere, let me just bring it up right here for you. All right, says on my screen right there. All right, let me know if you guys are hearing me well. All right, this is the list. Jamaica Reggae Boyz: Andre Blake, Kemar Foster, Jamali Waite, Javian Brown, Tavon Gray, Deshaun Bernard, Dexter Lembekisa, Damian Lowe, Michael Hector, Bobby Reed, Greg Lee, Adrian Mariappa, Daniel Johnson, Kevin Lambert, Lati Bodier, Keyroy Anderson, Damaria Phillips, Michail Antonio, Shamar Nicholson, Liam Bailey, Ramario Williams, Cephas, and Damari Gray. Let me know what you say about that instant as you come in. Let me know your thoughts. Let me open up the Discord for the people that wants to join. I know that Jason and others will come in. So let me open that fast so people can come in and give their take. And we're going to chop up we're going to chop up also the press conference as well. All right. So don't worry yourself. You won't be left out on anything. We are going to give you everything that took place. All right. So we have, I'm going to get into the information. Sheridan, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Claudia Fletcher, big up yourself. Lansley Blake, massive respect. Triple E, Judgmental Deity, massive respect. Charlton, Maislin, massive respect. Demo, all right. Massive respect. All right, so we have the Discord open so people can come in the Discord. I'm trying to minimize it so people can see the list. All right, yes, so that's the list right there. Let me just share this around, people. 1 second. Let me just share this around so everyone will get the opportunity to come and have their say. All right. Oh, you're saying someone said Romario over Jamal Lowe is badness. Okay, so that's one person that people said should have actually been involved. Okay, clearly understood where you're coming from. Yes. All right. So let me put it right here. Join us live so people can know that we're live. All right. So persons that are not there, we talked about them this morning. Amari'i Bell, he had a tie and the arm strain as to early on before the scan came out. All right, but looks like it's worse than that because the coach said he's going to maybe be out for 2 to 3 extra weeks. So I think it's an arm string problem completely now. All right, yes, but we saw that update. All right, we had Kasey Palmer. Kasey Palmer had a problem. We talked about that as well, and we knew that he wouldn't be ready in time. So Kasey Palmer out. We expected that. Then we had Connor Boyce Clarke. They said that he had some problems, so they had to left him out. All right, so that's a goalkeeper out. We never expected Connor Boyce Clarke, so that's the third one out. Then they had Ethan Pinnock to the list. Ethan Pinnock is out because he's carrying a injury, but because the injury had to be nursed there, and obviously you know that the surrounding that we're in, might not be the best available situation for us. So it looks like he couldn't make it, or maybe it's a collective decision not to bring him. Let me know what say you on that matter, all right? Because that is important, because a lot of people always say that he does not turn up rare and this and that. All right, yes, so let me know. Look at the list on the screen. Let me know what say you. Ravens Medical said Amari'i Bell has potentially torn his hamstring, which is at least 4 weeks. But we reported that this morning, so it shows that everything that we said, it was accurate. Chris Smith, massive respect. Thanks for being here. Danica says Boyce Clarke is the fact he have a game and they believe he should play the game. Okay. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much on that one. JD, did you send a letter to JFF to block Whisper from playing? They must say, are you wicked? Okay, it's me, wicked. Oh my God. I have made my statements. I said the coach has to do his own thing. But if it comes down to that cost the coach his job, he can't complain. You understand me? The coach said it well. The coach says that for him, the player does well, but he has to stand by his own words. And his own words is, you can't be playing in the national team and you don't have a club. And I truly believe that it came down to pressure to say that he never wanted to select other people, like the Ravel Morrisons. All right? So I think that's what it came down to. Hence why he had to just say, listen to me, I can't force an next player in the team when I truly have players young like him, doing better than him. That is one thing. And also a combination of older player that can do the work, but he's not playing. And I had made a statement that I'm not going to select this player for that reason. So because you have Kira Anderson, young like Whisper, doing well, like what I've told you, a lot of them young exactly like Whisper, doing better than him, and they're not in the national team. So what assistant said, this player Kira Anderson was not picked off sentiments. I was shocked when he pretty much said that. Let me know if you heard it. Like the pressure that Jamaican people thinks when they hear a new player come in, he had to make sure to clear them. Said, listen to me, this kid is starting like Michael Hector in his team, in Michael Hector's team, and he's young. So don't believe that because he's a young kid, he's here because we want to try out something. So I love how they stood up today and made it be known that people get picked because they are good enough and they are playing. So this is the rule that we are installing and everybody has to apply by it. That's what we wanted. So now you will win the fans over by making those bold statements. So Kira Anderson, and what that does, people, it gives everyone a belief in their head. In their heads that you can't possibly make the national team if you are doing a job at your club. We clearly saw that Kira Anderson was one of the best performers for his entire team. You understand me? So that's what I want the coach to do. I don't want to hear about this future and this madness. The future is who takes their opportunity and deliver. Jamaica have a serious amount of talents. As I've told you before, I've listed 5 talents and Whisper was not in the top 5. And I told you that is a factual statement. And I'm never asking you, I'm telling you. And now I saw that they have gotten that, the truth. Talented kid, but it shows how much talent we do have. You understand me? And if they are not playing, they can't get in a game, just like a Whisper should not get in a game. So the young Splat and those guys that are wonder kids in England and want to come and play for Jamaica, if he's not getting serious game time at a club, he can't get in a game either, even though he was registered as a wonder kid. We have to set up a bar for something. You understand? Because we have players. It's not, if we did not have any players, I am okay with it. Try out these kids, do what you have to do. But once we have the players them to fit in, I am okay with the people and pick the players them. That's plain. All right. So Ravel Morris not in the team and Whisper not in the team. I am okay with it. You understand me? Kira Anderson comes in the team. I am okay with it. The players them that's missed now will be big miss. All right. Brandon said, I wonder if this was what Craig was referring to when he said, sure, they already got to the coach. No, they never, Brando, they have not already gotten to the coach. The coach watch YouTube streams, watch what the people am saying, and we provide some of the biggest YouTube numbers. So clearly he's watching these streams. Clearly he knows that people knows football here, and he knows that the fans know football as well. So they had to go by those metrics. You understand me? Because remember, other people has to get picked, and he doesn't want to pick those guys, so he rather drop that next guy that's not playing either. So let me know if you think, all right, let me just go by the exclusion of Whisper in the team. Are you guys okay with it or not? So let me test the crowd. What say you? What say you? You're okay with it or not? Let me know. Foolishness that Jamaica not going anywhere, waste of time. Wizard, what kind of foolishness you talking about, Wizard? The man make a statement before when he just came here that you have to be playing football. And because the man never wanted to pick other people that's not playing football, that people bodying him up to pick, he rather just drop the others that's not playing football as well. It's 1 month time. Whisper will be playing football as to what his manager said. He's going to play for Chelsea's main team. So 1 more month time he's going to be in Chelsea's main team. Then nobody can take his position from him. You get me? So you let the guy sit down and have something to aspire to. You get me? Whether he's in or not, I believe he's the future. And that's the problem with your Warrior 777. I don't believe he's the future. I believe he's one of the players them possible could be the future. You understand me? And I know you know all of the quality players that we have. Everybody has to do it. We don't know what this kid is going to turn out to. We hope the best for him. As I've said, I am going to be the first one booking my ticket when he goes to Chelsea. So nobody can come and tell me, say me hate the player. I've scouted the player and I will take my money up and go to England and go to the match and make you guys see the match itself live. So I know what I'm saying, but I want Jamaica to win and I want Jamaica to have principle. So, and I don't agree with putting people in the team and they don't have a team playing at. You get me? And others will be there wanting the position and they are doing good and you're sacrificing a position for a person, people. So I'm just sticking to the logics to life. In life, you have to aspire for something. You don't just get given anything and say, okay, because I think you're going to do that in the future, which nobody is sure of. I am going to pick the one that's doing it now. That's reality. And you know what? The next guys are young just the same. They are very, very young kids. So it doesn't matter. You drop out this time, next one come in. He goes to Chelsea next time, then he comes back in. All right? And it comes down to how he's performing at Chelsea. If he's not getting any game, Heimir Hallgrimsson playing good, and then Madasil comes on, starts to play good, Hutchinson starts to play good, he can't play over Hutchinson either. And he can't play over Madasil either, because they're all at Chelsea, and they're all from Chelsea. So it comes down to not who is the future. That's crap. That's crap. It's about who is performing, and they're all Jamaica. Saying who is the future, it's like you're stapling on something that is not realistic. It sounds like Walter Boy, like a made-up fantasy story. We are in elite era of life, that computer and technology is at its highest level. And that's what you work with. Don't tell me about who is the future. That is bollocks with who is the future. The future is who is actually doing the job. Maggie was the best midfielder we had at young days. We said he was the future. And then now we have Heimir Hallgrimsson getting picked over Maggie. Who would have seen that? You understand me? So we support the coach them in their decision of doing the right thing. So we know that if Whisper performing good, Whisper get the position. If Maggie performing good, even though if it's in the MLS and Daniel Johnson not performing good, Maggie get picks over Daniel Johnson as well. You understand me? Those are the ways that we have to go. So everyone have an equal chance, and that's what I love what they said in the thing, because themselves realize that people not cussing that Whisper never made the team. They are cussing about the unfair ways how people was selected. I'm glad that they figured that out. So that means everybody have a chance to make the team. And that's all I wanted. So all of our people them can just fight. Yeah, so all of our people can just fight for a position. So it's supposed to be Jamaica. Yes, I want to make the Jamaica team, so I'm go out there and work hard. You know, me no understand. Oh, me have to make the Jamaica team. When me have 70 man better than me? No. Me, I don't want those hands downs because that make you lazy. You have to work for something, people. Please understand where I'm coming from. You get me? And that's how you achieve things in life. You have to aspire to something. You don't get given anything. You get me? Anybody understand? The coach says whisper is the future, so the coach is seeing what I am seeing. The coach worded something, but the coach still told you about the talents them. All right? Talk the truth, JD. No issues with his exclusion. No, for me, no, I don't have any issue at all. I think they corrected the way how they wanted to come and start it, say and all. That is what they have said when they're excluding Ravel for that reason. They have done their jobs. They have given him enough cap so he could qualify for a work permit to go to England. So they have done their job. By the next month and a half, Jamaica would not have enough games. So it wouldn't affect the amount of time he made the national team. So they have done their job. So now it's up to him to do his side of the job of making the Chelsea team and put himself in a position now. So I think the coach did a very good job for Whisper. Very good job. All of those caps that he got for the national team, that is what will give him a work permit. Remember I've told you that. All right, so they did their job, so they can just pick the national team now and pick it the right way. I don't look at it, Warrior. I understand anybody, Warrior. If you can't understand my take, where I'm coming from, as to how the team should pick, it's okay. But I think any sane human being clicks on this video from any other country would have understood what I'm saying clearly. You understand me? One rule for all, that's it. All right, fair enough. Let me drop the link for the video. I totally agree with you, JD. He has to play regular football, but don't tell me Whisper is not a talent. But I have not said... Warrior, be honest. Have you heard I said he's not a talent? I have not said that. But I don't think he's the standout talent we have at the age from 21. From 17 to 21, he's not the first or the top 5. So all I'm saying is he's one of the talents. So any one of them can matriculate into something. So you have to make a fair system that any one of them matriculates into something, they should be able to get picked and not have, the one they're big baller. So you have to play every single time. That's all I was saying, you know. All right, so I think you got me completely wrong. I've not go against he's not a baller or whatever. I've not. Why? Where you got that from? Warrior 777? Issa says the coach wanted to pick him, JD, but they got a letter from a lawyer about him not being 18 and both parents not signing. Let him travel. The coach said what he's saying, Issa. Which he said clear, Issa, that he never picked him because he has to stick by the rules. So I'm not going to change what he said, Issa, to what you want me to make the fans them know. All right? I am not going to change that. I have to repeat what the coach said. All right? I have to just repeat what the coach said. All right? Rebel says, we are bringing one bag a man that now go ever come off the bench. Non-impact player where if them no start are water boys. Oh God. You are speaking clear English, JD. Maybe comprehension is a problem. No problem, man, just saying what the truth is. But Issa, the man said him never pick him because him have to stick to the thing. Him not playing the football. So why is it I need to come and tell us him get liar and this and that? I never heard the liar part. So clearly I've not listened to it. So whatever you hear or you want to come and sell a narrative different, because if him not say that and that, you know, it tells me where you stand. You understand me? If him not say it live there, you know, because me could have missed it, you know. But if you come and say something different, now me know who you are now, Issa. And that means I'm going to distance myself then. If him not said publicly, I don't want to have a conversation and in a mix up on a drama. All right. So if him not said that publicly, I don't know about it. All right. Yeah, man. So me not going to get involved in him stuff there. The man said, what I heard him said on the video is him never pick him. He wanted to pick him, but he has to stick by the rules of people cannot be playing for the national team and not playing. That is the exact word I wrote down from what he said. So I don't know where you come from. You get me? But you keep on saying you tell the truth. So you tell me for the listen it back and hear what the man said. But me now go say the man said them stuff there. And then the man come and sue me, say me I tell lie on him. I only said what I written down what he said out of his own mouth. You understand me? Yes. So people, I only can tell you what I've heard and what I've written down. I am not going to listen to Issa them. Issa them can say what them I say. And my business that, you know? Yes, sorry people. Yes, all right. So let me get the discard so people can come in the discard and give their piece, what they think. And clearly people have their own information. Me not tell you what he said. Me tell you what the truth is. Okay, so you are not telling me what he said. You said the coach said that. Let me go back to your comment because now I'm gonna prove. All right, no problem, man. Okay, and let me tell you what you said first, you know. The coach wanted to pick him, JD, but they got a letter from a lawyer about him not being 18 and both parents not signing to let him travel. No, the coach never said that. So you're telling a lie, and the coach never said that. All right. So I'm not going to repeat what you said. That is what you are saying, and whatever dealings you have, your business. That I have nothing to do with it. Don't know anything. All right. And I honestly believe he never picked him because he's not playing any football. Yes, that's what I'm going to stick by, people. MPW4 said the coach is being diplomatic. He is not going to say no. But I can't repeat something that I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to argue with Issa. People, I've just dropped the link so people can come on, give their take as to what they should expect and who are the individuals. Let me move on to who in the squad looks solid, that you think we can get something out of them, and how we can set up this squad, this starting 11 and also rotational player, because I heard people ask about that. Who is just bench warmers and all sort of things. Let me know what say you. Let me go through it the next time. All right. Sometimes people can't just get the reality. Issa Allen, I don't care what you want to tell me. The other players them on the team is better than him. So I could see the coach literally don't pick him, or the people around him don't pick him because he's not better than the other people. I believe that. So I am okay with the coach telling me that, and me believe that. I don't need to go around the next corner for force something in my brain to say, oh, I need to figure that out. No, I'm not that type of dude. Because for me, I wouldn't pick him in the first place. You get me? So I wouldn't do that. So I'm okay with what the coach said. I am not going to dig into nothing more. The coach has to stand to his word. So whenever I find a club and him go to the Chelsea, as what you say him I go to, as well as the rest of people, when him do that, we will talk about it again. So I wish this is the last time I could talk about a player that's not playing football. My lawsuit for speaking something the coach didn't say. No. He's in the chat, so he's okay. I'm just trying to avoid that conversation. I don't want to hear about anybody great without doing nothing. You understand me? I just want you to be great and do your job. You get me? Yes. And then I can talk about it. Not going to run up in him. So Pastor in it. Issa is here. Jason's here. So Jason, go ahead. Pastor, Issa after. Because Issa is at the top, so that means him coming second. And then Pastor go in last, Pastor. Hold on, Pastor. We know you want to say peace. So but Jason go and then Issa go after. And then Pastor ever go last. I'm very sorry. I'm not fight against you, Pastor, all right? Because I mean, Issa just a war, and me still I give Issa second. All right, so Pastor, hope you understand.
To be honest, you know, Pastor, the day before.
Oh my God, so Pastor, the day before Issa, and you, oh God. All right, but Pastor, let's make them go first. Because I know you might have your reasons and stuff them. So go ahead, Jason. Or you want to make Issa go as well?
No, I believe based on the flow of the show right now, Issa, you jump on because JD is speaking directly to you. So I will give you the floor.
All right, thanks. Bless up everybody. Yeah, JD, what may I say now? I've never said that the coach said that.
No,
You
I
just
went
state
back.
a
I
fact.
went back. No, you're not state a fact. We don't know nothing.
I'm stating a fact,
No,
bro.
you state a your fact. Me don't know nothing.
I'm stating a fact. Well, you don't know,
Yes.
so because you don't know it's not a fact.
Yes, because me don't know it's not a
No,
fact. And you
JD.
cannot prove. No, as fact can be proven on the screen. The people don't know.
Can be proven.
Yes, so
Me literally just listen to the kid father talk. Literally just listen to the kid father
okay, well,
talk.
no problem.
Literally.
No problem. Well, I don't know.
May I say?
I don't know, Issa.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. The coach wanted to pick him. And me say what me I say after that. Me never say coach said that.
So then,
I didn't say the coach.
so then, Issa. So the coach.
Okay.
So the coach says his words from the coach.
JD, yes, we can take it. You know, have to say back why coach say. Yeah, we know.
So he might be political, he might lie again. Then. So we still not trust the coach. That's what you're saying.
No, JD, if you're in any type of job, you're always going to have to be very careful of the words we use.
Yes.
And very politically correct.
Mm-hmm.
So the coach say he must be consistent. I mean, I'm not really wrong with what the coach has say. Everybody knows say he go and try to be consistent. So that's what the coach says. So we take that.
So
along with that, is what I said. The coach not have to say that publicly to anybody. He doesn't have to say that.
Okay.
The coach, the coach is speaking about his selection.
Hold on, whistle.
He don't want no outside. He doesn't want any outside noise about anything in the press conference because say, oh, liar, this liar, that, whatever.
Okay. He said, but he said, hold on, let me ask you a question. So that means now him pack himself in a corner. So what if Whisper don't get a club next month, which he's not going to have a club next month, and maybe them have a next window? And then the paperwork works. So, no, let me finish. And then the paperwork get sorted out between parents and us. That's something we say. Or you might go call him now when him just say him can't call him. You know, realize that now.
I believe. What I believe is if this was like the home leg, I think you would call him up if it was the home leg. But because they have to travel, I think that's the reason why he's not called. That's my opinion now.
Okay.
Yes, okay. I say that's not.
But I'm just ask you a question, Issa, me ask you a valid question. So he not back himself in a corner now for not selecting because he's not gonna make the team, Chelsea team next month, and he's not gonna make it the other month as well. And we're going to have games in that time. No, I'm just ask you, Issa.
Wait, because you're speculating. We don't know if he's gonna make Chelsea squad or whatever.
No, he's not gonna make it next month. No, we're in October and we're going to November and December.
He's supposed to be at a club in an environment, professional environment, training and whatever.
In January, he say you make your bias, or your side selection. The real, what me I say, Me I set you, so
November, what is he going to be doing November?
No, them say January is going there, right? January is going there. So me I say, say the coach back himself in a corner to say this publicly then. Because if you're gonna
accident. May I ask you?
No way, no way, we are Phoenix.
I'm gonna Jamaica train with Phoenix.
So that them at the same Phoenix, man. I say them fool them something there. So you try to tell me say where them just a set things. Them more just walk man, them just a set things. Because we are collecting the information.
Okay.
But on Chelsea website, they said he should join on the new year. Something like that. They said, I'm going to read back the article.
When the window opens.
In January, they said, They said in January. And then I heard the Phoenix man, them said the same thing. So then, we cannot change it to November and them stuff.
Wait, so what I'm saying now is that isn't he supposed to be going to the club? Even if he's not going to be making a match day squad or anything like that. That's
not the way they work. If they say January coming there, Issa, it is January coming there. Because remember, you needed the work permit and them stuff there now. And once you come and get injured upon a field, Issa, insurance that, you can sue the hell out of them, and still claim your personal money. Yeah.
As may I say, coach wanted to pick him. And there are other things in him not picking him. But the coach say he want to be consistent. We have a problem that everybody can take.
When
that.
they change, it mean
And
like
the
no,
coach-
what I mean, it's a
the next thing is it's not the coach's ear to come and speak about things like that. If the JFF got a letter from somewhere,
it's a straightforward man. I saw him start out, and I tell it exactly as it is. I think if he knew or if he had that letter what you're talking about, he would have said it. Him different. They can start up and give him credit, but you kind of make me take away some of his credit because I thought he found his balls somewhere.
So well then we never speak about this until you have more.
Yes, so I will do that in the next one. So give me what you take of what you think of the coach now, because he went and selected Kira Anderson, a young kid that's getting first team minutes. You think that is because no, hold on. Let me finish it, because remember the other guys in, because he talked about familiarity, you know. But what this says, if he picks Kira Anderson over the other midfielders that are fit and actually playing.
It depends on who he sees fit his system, JD. You know the coach. Him not like ringing up too much changes when it comes on to his squad selection. And if he thinks he already have, somebody who can, play how he wants, he's really going to go out of his way to get that player. Yes, even Stephens, the coach play little say Merriman Garden.
Yes.
About Stephens, because in his mind he already have, players with the qualities that Cephas has. So I'm thinking if he wants to...
You sure of that? You sure of that? Because I saw no player on this list with the players that Cephas, none at all.
The way said he have blistering.
No, man, Cephas play different from everybody. Everybody, because he's bigger, stronger than Leon Bailey and Amari'i Gray as well, and playing out at the same area. So he offers something different. Remember, Shamar Nicholson naturally play out of those wide areas as well. He's a wing forward, But because Jamaica does not have that luxury of main strikers, only Michail Antonio, and him is a big doubt, because they are saying they are not sure if he's going to play against Newcastle. So you might see an exchange of Michail Antonio out of this squad as well.
What, Michail Antonio injured again?
Yes, he had an injury. I reported it this morning. They said that they're not sure if he's going to play Newcastle. So that is something that might... and because he's older, those injuries take a little while to really get better, So maybe...
I have a question to ask. Back to the Kira and this inclusion, because I've been hearing people calling for Kira Anderson, but if not Kira Anderson, who are other players who you think we have already got their passports and everything that you think could merit a spot in the midfield?
Jordan Cousins, I thought they said he's coming back, so he would have been on the list. What's his name again that just came here and scored in the Gold Cup?
Jonathan Russell.
So I think maybe this is showing me that they are not 100% with Jonathan Russell, because Jonathan Russell plays similar to him. Kira Anderson is a slightly better, playing defensive central on his own. What is it? I don't hear.
Who else?
No, you're speaking to me?
No, somebody said something. I thought it was
man.
you.
I'm saying those two were the only individuals that I heard as the. I'm sure that one has their papers and one doesn't. So those are the two individuals in his role that he got picked over. Was he deserving over that role over them based on performance? I would say yes. Okay. And because he's young as well, you have to add that to it, because he's very young, just the same.
What do you think is the problem with Jonathan Russell, though? I mean, he's playing well at his club.
I just believe that
Jonathan Russell is much slower than Anderson.
Kira Anderson is a fast. Kira Anderson is pretty much everything, I'm not even sure if he's going to end up playing that role, because he's just young and energetic, and sometimes you end up in a position that you might not play in your career. Say he might change as well. So as you saw, this guy, he's 19 years old, October the 1st. So he was 18. He's very young, 18. And
go ahead.
I'm just showing the people on the screen who he is.
in the defense. No Amari'i Bell.
Amari'i Bell, I told you that he had a thigh and a hamstring strain at the time, and they said they're gonna scan it. It looks like it was an hamstring tear overall. So
and I only say one left back, which is Greg Lee.
Yes, but remember Greg Lee, Larry Kisa and Latibodier can play left back as well. All of them can play left back. Oh. So that's where the versatility comes in. So if you have to patch two on the field, you still have one to ask for, you know? So I'm just showing people what.
In saying that, then we did not need two of the players that are there.
Like who? Well, I'm finished, JD, so I can mute and whoever you need to feel past that.
Hold on. What I would say then, Demario Phillips got picked. I don't think Demario Phillips is performing better than Jonathan Russell. You know, so I think that they have moved away from Jonathan Russell more than anything else. You know?
And the thing is, and the coach still, what kind of football Demario Phillips playing now? A preseason now, you know?
And the next man playing very good. So I don't know if it's just a quota that you have to catch some man born in Jamaica on it or something, and you can't just overflood it. I don't want to bring that in, but sometimes some of the selection just don't make no sense, you know? Yeah, but
all right, JD, can you let me speak on it?
No,
you don't want to speak.
No, we don't want you speak as yet. We want Jason go, and then you speak. A principal
okay.
Yes, because once you take over the mic, you push off yourself on the mic, and then
that is not true. Remember that Jason corrected you, that I was the first one here.
All right, you know what?
But I yield to the. No. I am behaving very well. No, Jason is next. No.
All right, Jason, go ahead, Jason.
So, for me, I think a lot of the things you were just touching on with the players, some of the players in the team, like we kind of know they're touch and go for the weekend. You know, he said Ethan is going to play, but has to stay back because his Achilles is acting up and they want to test it and treat it. But I think Michail Antonio is in a similar situation. So I'm wondering the thinking behind that. Like, you know, we made Ethan stay because he's kind of having a flare-up, and Antonio is having a similar issue, touch and go for the weekend. But Antonio is in the team, so I think you're onto something there as far as a replacement is going to be needed for that spot. And then other than that, also the one point I was going to bring up was the Demario Phillips inclusion. If there is a quota or a rule in place in the dark that we don't know about, and there has to be somebody on the team. We have 3 teams playing currently in the Caribbean Cup. They should have found a midfielder from one of those teams.
Good shout, Jason. Good shout. Let me know, people, if you agree. We have 3 teams competing in the Concacaf Caribbean Cup that should be qualifying for the Champions League in the Concacaf region. Which is Cavaliers, Mount Pleasant, and not Cavaliers, Dunblue and Harborview. Should they have picked a player off that rather than Demario Phillips that's not playing? Let me know. But a good point, Jason. Go ahead. And people, we have 180 in the house. Please do smash the like button. Don't let me ask for that. At least get the likes to 200 very fast. Get it to 200 very fast. Subscribe to the channel, because the one thing, if you don't agree with our take, we are always on point and we give you things to have conversation on. All right? Yes. Go ahead, Jason.
Yeah. So that was one touching point. And then the third one that I thought stood out to me was the inclusion of Anderson. I think it's a player, when you look at what Jamaica lacks in the midfield and you watch this kid play, I think people are going to be very happy with what he brings to the table. If you look at the most recent inclusions of the midfield, I think no one has really been all in. You know, with John Russell, there were doubters. You know, he had some fans and doubters. With Kasey Palmer recently, whether rightly or wrongly, he's had his doubters and he's had his fans. I think this kid is one of the few that's going to come, and everybody will see why we need to invest in the kid. Because I made it a point this season to really watch the kid play. And I think in terms of the athleticism, the technical ability that he brings, and just the size of him as an 18-year-old who's only going to keep growing, I think he's one that we're really going to be happy that we're able to use.
I will second you right there. I think this is what's going to change people's mind of actual talent. Like the talents them that we have out there available to us. I think this is going to change our minds. How we should go about picking these kids going forward. I think after he comes and play, Jason, we are going to start saying, yo, we need to just go and just pick all of them and promote them Chelsea Academy, you know, and all them. Just pick all of them young youth here. Because I already heard people with the statement, you know, just pick all of them young youth here and you know. So I think we're going to get something like that in the future. You know, so he has an opportunity to come and prove us right. Yes, and I think he's going to do a very good job in there because as you could see, he's a kid that is very, very much consistent. He puts in the same amount every single time. Right throughout, as you could see, 8 games played, 7 starts, and his minutes 74. All right, and he's amongst big men, and he's not looking out of place. He's one of their key starters, so we have to give him the opportunity. Dexter didn't change any mind. Yeah, Dexter changed all the minds, but people forgot Danica. People forgot that Dexter is pretty much 19 years old, and he proves that he's better than everybody. You understand me? At least some would still find excuses, but I think Kira would be the second of Dexter. Just prove that we have to start go for these kids and stop running the joke thing. Stop talking about these fantasy takes in our head. Go for them and just let them play. You know? Yeah, good take, Jason. You finished, Jason? So we can bring in Pastor. And then we have T-Gat as well. So Pastor, rope in Pastor.
Man, free the Pastor. Free the Pastor.
And then we can hear from T-Gat. Pastor, are you still here?
Yes, I am still here.
Okay.
Very much. I want to speak to the issue of Kira Anderson's inclusion, since that is the beautiful part of it. Yes, let me start with that. He's going to do the same thing that Dexter has been doing. One. And JD, it is not a matter of changing their minds. Jamaica is not a real place, and the people running the football in Jamaica are not real people. When you become demon possessed, you are without conscience, and that is my definition for them right now. Yes, there is no way you continue to go after something that is not good, having something that is good. And I will leave that one at that stage. There is no way the coach could continue to select Whisper without justification, having made the statement he made pertaining to players needing to be actively engaged at clubs playing. He can not justify it any longer. And the fact that we are making noise about it, people see the bias, see the foolishness, and see that he's not operating as a man putting on his own pants. He's being pushed around by others. So the coach stand up this morning or today, whichever way you want to label it, and I applaud the coach for showing, unlike what Mr. Wilkes said about some other people, he has balls. Good. So the coach now select Whisper, because if he continue select Whisper, he will have to select Ravel and others.
Can I ask you one question?
Yes.
Before
When the coach said,
before we continue,
Yeah, go ahead.
please, guys, we have 200 people here. Get the likes up on the video so we can continue with the show. All right, we only have 20 likes on the video. That makes utter nonsense. If that's the case, we shut the stream off because we don't have time to waste. You're not paying our light bill. We don't come here and tell us that we want $1 billion. You click the like or you click this dislike, one of the two. You understand me? But if we don't have that to secure our streaming, we can't continue. Simple as that. I don't want to come here every time talking about likes and videos. All right. So if you don't want to like it, we can't continue. We reset our normal 1 hour and we leave and you go somewhere else. You know? Yeah, man. Go ahead, Issa.
yeah, Pastor. When the coach said like he wanted to pick him, what do you think? What do you take from that?
The same thing I took from when he said he wanted to pick Ravel. It is he that made the statements. And if you go back to the interview, to the press conference, when Ravel was dropped, he went through a very long explanation that Ravel's quality, he wants to have Ravel, but the standard is he needs to, and he went as far as to say he personally communicated this to Ravel. Same thing I took from it. The coach took a decision. He wants to pick him, but his standard is that, yes?
But subsequent to that, we have seen the coach pick players who are not playing anything at all. Amari'i Bell, when he came back, wasn't playing anything. The Whisper wasn't playing anything. Mario Phillips not playing anything. So subsequent to that,
I agree.
All right, so Issa, I would look at that then, Issa. The time why Whisper made the team the last time, it could have meant that because Amari'i Bell not playing and clearly him choose not go forgot the people I'm training. You understand me? Because the people come out on a course. So him choose not to do it, so him not playing football. So I think the coach liked the player, and any excuse him get to pick the player, he would have to do so. But we have to understand this too as well. Since you have information or you're researching things, you have to research that he couldn't just walk and play in England. Or he couldn't just sign for a team in England. He would have needed something because he does not have any European points. Are you aware of those things, Issa?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're aware of those things. So, it just as though you're talking about that, it could be they're trying to make sure this kid reach further in life, and they're trying to put him in the team, not necessarily because they believe that he's ready now, but it's okay. This is the talent that I am going to build from Jamaica to show people that I'm willing to take that extra note to push, because he shows that he has good quality, comes on, score in a game, so he likes him and he wants to get that extra over the top. That's what I think as well. I think that could be a big contribution to why he selected him.
Jenny, the coach said pretty much that. The coach said pretty much
I
that.
know he said that, but I have to go with additional thing to ask to make Issa look on a different side. I don't think he actually thinks he's as good as the next guys. That he has no. But he's trying to curve for the future as well. And he sees him as one of the persons for the future. But he would require to help him as well. And what to help him is to get him in the national team for that amount of cap, because he doesn't qualify as a European player, basically. So I think that was a part of the selection as well, and why he's upset. Because I think he got pressured into not making the selection. If it was down to him, he would have still put him in and take out Amari'i Phillips. Which, to be honest, I wouldn't have any problem for him to take out Amari'i Phillips.
Even in the question and answer section, not to cut you, even in the question and answer section, he said, you pick him, people complain. They don't pick him, people still complain.
Yes, so yes, the same. So I think
very good. Good that you went back to that.
So I think it's
very good that you went back to that.
I think it was under pressure, but I think Issa, what you're conveniently avoiding as well, that the requirements to get him to sign for Chelsea. I think that is all down to why he be selected.
That was not my mind, because I don't think the coach would have think about that.
No, he's.
I mean, the same thing happened to our player that we signed, Andre Santos. He should have been there from last year, but he never get no work permit.
All right.
Brazil national team call him up and he get him.
Yeah, and how long him take? Tell the people how long Santos should be at Chelsea, and how long it take him.
He should have been there from last year.
All right.
He should have been there from last.
So I just want people to know. All right, because I know, and they rejected him, and Santos it actually get paid over the required amount. Because how much they pay for him? 20 million and pay up front. 20 million. So it's 10 million above the threshold, and he couldn't get the actual permit. So I don't understand.
They said that he by probably 2 points or something.
Yes, so then he needed to get the caps them, and he played in the under-20s World Cup. And they used that as well with the national team in order for him to get the permit. So people, you need to check these things. Go back and check it. So when I'm here talking and I'm telling you some things, I know that's the situation. Whether it's the right thing the coach was actually doing, I think if you believe in this talent to come forward, and obviously you have a space for Amari'i Phillips, I have no problem with him picking the player. You understand me? Because I actually believe that he has a better upside than Amari'i Phillips. Where's the big boss? Hello? Hold on. Yeah, so Issa look like him. Issa look like a thing shut up. So I think his upside is more than yeah, I was saying that I think for me, I have no problem if we have a space and Amari'i Phillips makes it. I would have taken it out and put him in it just to make sure he can get that required amount of points to make the team or go on to have a future. I would have done that if it was me, people. All right, but if it's a hard game and I need everybody, and I have Michail Antonio in that space, and I have Bobby Reed and every cap filled, I wouldn't pick him. But if I have a chance to help him out, I would have helped him out because he contributed something with a goal as well when we brought him there. So he still contributed something. So even though you see me still standing on my principle, if it comes down to this situation, I am picking him over Amari'i Phillips.
Okay.
You get me? That is my take.
And the thing I is not finishing about the Amari'i Phillips, like it's again the same thing that we're the coach saying one thing and then doing something different. Amari'i Phillips, yes, he has a club, but it's pre-season now. They're not doing anything. You see what I say?
Yes.
He's not playing competitive football and he makes the squad. I mean, like, what do you guys?
Yes.
Pastor, I know he's here.
You go ahead, Pastor, because we have T-Gat want to come in. T-Gat and Pastor there, you know, so we have to give them time, you know?
Yes. So you know what happened yesterday on the matter of Amari'i Phillips. Again, if you notice, the coach is seriously showing the protocol position chosen by the JFF that you need to have this Jamaican-born coach nationalist idea within the administrative part of even of the coaching staff. He handed the mic to Gordon to speak about Grenada because JFF is still micromanaging the coaching section of the football, which they have no competence in doing.
I don't agree with that, Pastor, but carry on.
Yeah, don't stop him now because remember we have to bring in T-Gat and we want everyone to get a say. So, Pastor, we can bring in T-Gat to hear what he has to say so we can further the conversation, boss?
Yes, do not have the man just waiting there indefinitely. You can go ahead and bring him in.
It was not me, it was you. Oh my God. All right, so T-Gat, good afternoon. How are you doing? Hope all is well with you and your family. Can you add to this discussion or just give me a first instant reaction as to what's going on?
Yeah. First of all, I must say, JD, I'm really disappointed in you in what your text in the chat. I was appalled.
What did I do?
What you text?
I had made one text in this world.
So people would say he's Jamaican. That use of Jamaican colloquial terminology. Good God, go ahead, Tigger.
I worked so hard to sell a player.
I thought you were a Christian. You know, making
no.
those.
Everybody know me a bad man, but I do speak a little bit different. But I said I was surprised. You know, I was surprised. You know. Yes.
So, but anyway, I first of all I must say congratulations to the coach for trying to keep the same team alive and trying to inject players where they need to be. You understand? And the point of calling up Anderson was a good call. You understand? You drop out a young youth and you bring him back a next young youth. You understand? So I think that was a good call. You understand? But what? How much 3 right back? But anyway, they can convert to left back. But anyway, let's see how that work out. But I must say that I like the continuity of the coach of trying to keep it the same team so we can have a system. You understand? And as from that, you understand? I understand and I see the point what the gentlemen are making that still Mike. But I think what the coach is trying to do is not trying to be what type of leader is that now? Autocratical leader he's trying to get everybody involved. So he's trying to get all 3 coaches. He didn't put it to Mern Garden, he put it to the other coach.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all 3 coaches speak. You understand? And I like that about him. You know, he's sharing the mic.
Okay.
You know, he's not sharing all. He's giving everybody their responsibility. First time that never used to go. There's only one coach talk. You understand? One coach talk doing everything. But this time around,
So
he's
you,
giving
you
everybody
like that? You like that he does not take
yeah,
charge
yeah,
of the
yeah.
situation. He shares the
No, he don't take. It's not a matter that he don't take charge, but in areas when where you see other people as strong expertise I can give advice about. You understand? It let them do their things.
Okay, fair
You
enough.
understand? And that's so if a good company is run that way, because if you're in a company, JD, and you have work, and some person will say good at certain things,
Mm-hmm.
but yet still them want to do your job. You understand? It's a team, you know.
Yeah.
Teamwork make the dream work. You understand? And them know that Marin Garden was there before, man. Marin Garden supposed to have an idea of all of the Caribbean team. You understand? So make Marin Garden speak on that. Go
I
ahead.
agree with your analogy, but totally disagree with what you are saying. It is not that. The coach is being politically correct in the fact that he don't want to end up like Lauren Donaldson. He's not ruffling the JFF feathers. Continue
Yeah.
saying what you're saying.
Well, we can look at it on that angle of it. You understand? We can look at it at various angles, you know, because the JFS to me come like some little spoil child. If you talk about them too hard, they decide to do something. They decide to punish you. So we can look at it at both angles. We can look at it at the angle that the coach is trying to make everybody feel as one, so we can have a good team going forward. You understand? Everybody have an input. Hold on a second. Somebody else talk.
Okay. I guess Mr. T-Gat was a little bit busy, so let me go through the listing again. As what we said, people, get the likes up on the video, as what we said, because that's what keeps us here. We're at 100. We're at 60 minutes. We have not hit 100 as yet, so we're aiming for the 200 if we're going to spend a 2 hour year. Jamaica Reggae Boyz, Rasta, Andre Blake, Kemar Foster, and Jamali Wait. So Boyce Clarke is out of the goalkeeping department. So that's one change in the goalkeeping department. Javian Brown, Tavon Gray, Deshaun Bernard, Dexter Lembekisa, Damian Lowe, Michael Hector, Greg Lee, Mariappa, Daniel Johnson, Bobby Reed, Kevin Lambert, Lati Bodier, Kirai Anderson, Damario Phillips, Michail Antonio, Shamar Nicholson, Leon Bailey, Romario Williams, Cephas, and Damari Gray. So we have Pinnock out, Amari'i Bell out, Boyce Clarke out, Whisper out, and it's still around if Michail Antonio will be there as well. Michail Antonio will be there as well. So we still have a few things to check up, to be honest. So let's see how that works. Because if they drop out one, who they're going to be adding in. So we have to see all of those stuffs. We don't know who's on the reserve list to fit them in. We don't know if it's a core work of the Giants. So this team could be significantly weaker. So what say you guys? Let me know some thoughts on it. What you think about what you saw so far? Are you guys okay with it? You think he can get the job done? And when you're answering, look at put an asterisk beside Michail Antonio's name and come in here. So based on what you saw as
Yes.
How you look at it.
So I think overall, it's a touch weaker for me, because I think when you look at the defense without Ethan Pinnock, it definitely makes it look a lot different.
Mm-hmm.
I think just that omission alone is just so glaring to me when I look at the list.
Yes, I know Palmer as well. I know
it's a-
Kasey Palmer as well. Continue, Jason, because I missed Kasey Palmer for the amount of people. So
Yes. Kasey Palmer as well being out is a big miss. I think that the blow of Bell being out with Lee there kind of lessens the blow, but it makes me wonder, have we ever seen a squad with Bell and Lee in it at the same time?
the last one, but Greg Lee never played, right?
So, okay, I can't remember if they've ever been there at the
Yeah,
same
man.
time.
Greg Lee come in the last squad, right? Yeah.
Reggie was there, but didn't come for the first game. I know he was in the squad for the second.
Okay, but both of them was there in the squad. Yeah, man. Made us a look at to make sure. But I remember both of them being there though. Yeah, go ahead, Jason.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, I think just just looking at it, you know, with the names here, I think it's a little bit weaker without Pinnock. Antonio with the asterisk also gives it a slight knock. But I think one of the pluses is that Shamar Nicholson is in a way better place right now than he was a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I think also, you know, I really think I don't want to put too much pressure on the kid, but I think Kira Anderson, again, like the profile and what he brings and his skill set is definitely what we were missing in that midfield. But again, he's 18 years old, so I don't want to put too much on his shoulders. But I think once the coach goes in training with them, I mean, I don't see a team without him in it.
Yeah.
I think he would have to play.
Well, one to see him touch the field, and we see him winning some balls and doing what he has to do from in the position that the coach likes to use. I think he's going to impress the coach, and I think he might just be one of the staples them in the future. But let's see, and maybe he could come in the team and finally make Latty Badir goes back into defense and help that situation as well. Because maybe that's a thing that we have to look at as well, like Kevin Lambert and Kira Anderson in a deeper,
true.
and then Latty Badir has to go back
That's
there.
true. Because I'm looking at the list and, you know, I have it listed goalkeeper, defender, midfielder. And so I don't see Latiba there in the list of defenders. But when you put that thought in my head and I put him in the defenders list, it automatically makes that list look better. So you make a good point there. Maybe this is the key to us actually seeing Latiba there play in his natural position for Jamaica.
Yeah, because Pinnock is not there. So people, we have a good amount of people injured. You know, so Ethan Pinnock, they said he's injured, but he might still play. And I love the fact that they announced it, say he might still play coming, but because they don't have the resources to take care of him while he's here. So they rather to keep him there and treat it over the period of the international break. So I love the fact that they brought down that. So when people do see him playing, they could figure out, say, okay, yeah, the coach did say that. I like that they are listening here. They are watching these programs, the program that knows they are not going to, we don't sugarcoat, we have balls, you know? So I love that, yeah.
I must comment the coach, JD, before I respond to the question that you
finish before you.
What?
Finish eat and come back.
Yeah, Pastor,
I'm not eating anything.
So, Pastor, maybe besides something to say, you can just wait, Pastor. You're a resident, you know. You can let the other man they turn up 1 and 2 times. Just go before you, Pastor. You know, for bad up everybody here.
Who on the program is not resident? I hear these men on the program every day.
No.
Like who?
You're a staple here, Pastor.
Issa is a troublemaker in the chat every day. Tiga come on every day and every now and then.
Okay.
None of these men are foreigners.
All right, Pastor. All right, Pastor. Let's go. Go ahead.
Okay. So as it relates to the I must say kudos to the coach, because he did not leave anything hanging so anybody wouldn't ask a follow-up question. He's explaining Ethan Pinnock's absence and he gives you the details. So you must decide if you want to go belly ache over milk that is spilt rather than milk that you have in the bucket. Kudos to the coach on that. I appreciate that. The reality is that we have to be mindful of is that any team, any squad that is named, absenting Pinnock, Antonio, Bell at the same time, any squad that you can name is going to be weaker. Not possible for you to name a squad that is as strong without those three men. Those are the linchpins of the Jamaican squad. They will be missed. However, Hector gets to play his natural position for Jamaica for the first time. It's not Tapa as the coach, and I bet Hector will be the one that is going to team up with Damian Lowe at centre back. It is going to be very informative to have Hector playing centre back with Kieran Anderson playing CDM as they play at their club. Very instructive to see that, and I believe that will cover somewhat for the missing Ethan Pinnock. But here is what is further instructive. After this window and the performance expected from the likes of Kieran Anderson in that CDM role, Hector playing as centre back, when Ethan Pinnock returns to full fitness, Latimer in this window, I believe, will get pushed to the defense, JD. You will begin to call me a prophet. Damian Lowe is relegated to the bench. He is no longer in the starting 11. The other men can speak.
All right. No problem.
Uh,
Yeah, go ahead, Issa. Go ahead, Issa.
Yeah. The squad. I would even go as far as to say weaker, but it's just a squad that is not going to be, up to its full potential. I remember the Gold Cup, Ethan Pinnock wasn't there, and we played a lot of games without him. So yeah, his quality will be missed. But I would even go as far as to say weaker because up front, we got most of our players that was here from the Gold Cup. In terms of Kieran Anderson, as I've watched the coach before, when it comes down to players that are coming in the squad, you're lucky if you see him get a 15 minutes. I mean, yes, we're saying, Michael Hector. I believe that it's Damian Lowe and Deshaun Bernard is gonna start at centre back. You understand? The coach don't roll dice like that.
Yeah,
you
I think
understand?
you're gonna be surprised at
would
Kieran
go-
Anderson one. That's the old one, I think.
Okay.
I would
I would love to be
Listen,
surprised.
I would tend to agree on the defense line, but I do think Anderson have a shot to actually play more than 15 minutes for sure.
Remember, Kasey
But
Palmer
I
just
agree
coming
with you on the
in.
defense.
Remember, Kasey Palmer just coming in the national team and playing, instant,
Yep.
So
it depends on the position.
Yeah, okay, so Kieran Anderson from in the midfield.
So let's see. So I just think he probably will go with his trusted soldiers in midfield.
Okay.
And Daniel Johnson up on the bench. I tell me, say Kieran Anderson go come out of nowhere, come play, get momentum. Daniel Johnson.
You just talk about talented kid, You just talk about talented kid and what them do. Him is a defensive box-to-box player. Daniel Johnson is a more attacking, wide attacking wing player.
The things that the coach want out of Johnson and Palmer, this kid actually have it in him locker.
All right, I'm gonna put up the thing. Go ahead. We're gonna put up the field.
What we want.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
No, I was just saying, the things will beat the coach and say, yo, he might play a 4-4-2 with two pivots, two box-to-box, two defensive mind. Like, him want defensive players that can do the defensive work, but him putting attacking players in the role. No, this kid actually is the player that him been trying to force these other guys to be.
I actually believe that.
Like, him have the skills.
Okay, that's good. But I'm like, you're mashing up the power scaling when you have a guy where you just take him out of nowhere, bring him in the team, Daniel Johnson, Darian can get one good 45 minutes.
No, but the thing is, you can put Daniel Johnson in the role where he's always meant to play, which is closer to the striker.
Which is the MBL position. So, and you go cuss again, Issa.
And that not gonna happen.
So what you want, Issa?
The reason Daniel Johnson has not been playing is that the Craig Butler effect with manipulating Leon Bailey's place in the team has prevented the coach from utilizing Daniel Johnson in the best position. And that is flat out fact. Test it.
the views expressed by Pastor is not necessarily those of Imaxit and the others. All right, so yeah, me not think the coach I gonna roll him dice like that. Maybe in the Grenada game,
Well,
maybe in the Grenada game we can see.
A Grenada we play first.
Yes.
Yeah, so maybe in the Grenada game, I think if the coach feels it is necessary, then Kira can get a couple minutes. But me not know if I go see him from the start. You think the coach will do that? Like I just don't see. I don't see that.
All right, so
from the coach.
I think if him
and
have
in my mind,
he will do it. But
in my mind, you guys saying that
you might
the
be
squad
right.
is weak.
You might be right. Go ahead.
The squad is weak, but as the coach said, 4 points have we gone through. I mean, we can wrap up the Grenada game, and getting a point against Haiti away, I think should be doable, for the guys. So even though we might say the squad is weak, I think the objectives are probably 90% easily to be met. You know what I mean? 4 points from 2 games. I think that with this squad, you would even say, okay, it's a weak squad. But the objective that we need to meet, I think this squad is capable of carrying that out 9 times out of 10.
I'm going to quote the coach to support what you are saying, but to debunk what you started out saying. The coach said the team that is selected is the team they think best suitable to do the job for this window. So the last part of your statement, fully agree. The first part of it is this. The coach said, these players were brought in because of the players that are missing. They wanted to have a senior player replacement for Ethan Pinnock, and that's why they went for Hector. They could have gone for other younger centre back, but Hector is a seasoned campaigner at centre back. Hector is coming to start. Tell you that.
I don't think.
No. I said I am debunking what you said, so I don't expect you to agree.
You're trying to debunk it, but
Hector is coming to start, and Hector is going to start with Damian Lowe. We already know that Bernard is more competent than Damian, and the fact that he's going to play Latibodier as the workhorse in the midfield with Kira Anderson. But Kira Anderson's style of play is going to push Latibodier back. We are going to be relegating Damian Lowe to the bench, which is where I think we need to have him for best use in the Jamaican squad.
You're not going to see that anytime soon. You understand? So
I don't gamble, but you see that statement that you make? Yeah. Talk to me next year, February. We said talk to me next year, February, because Damian is not in the starting 11 in February.
Okay, but let me finish up on the team. Let me finish up on the team there. So in my mind, as me said, the back 4, Deshaun Bernard and Damian Lowe, flanked by a Greg Lee and probably a Javian Brown or a Tevon Gray. I call Javian Brown name first because he just seems to can't get out of the starting 11. But if we're playing Grenada first,
but next time we lost.
See,
Dexter was not here. No, but you always go back to what the coach said. When his coach lament on the mistakes, the personal mistakes will happen. You understand me?
Make we see, because he knows that Brown have volleyball of mistake in him from before. So
yeah, but
let us see this time around.
No, but true, me know, because Brown was the only person available to play right back. Aside from Latibodier, and Latibodier that played defensive central because Tevon Gray couldn't play no more game. So me not explain, but him couldn't play no more game.
All right. Okay. So we'll see. We might not see Javian.
Yeah, we might actually see Lembekisa start. And if you love Javian Brown so much, if you love Javian Brown so much, put Damian Lowe over the left hand side and put Javian Brown over the right hand side at centre back when play for him club. But me know on that.
So Javian is in the squad, so who knows? So that is it for the back four. The front line, I mean, sorts itself out. I mean, Leon has been playing a lot of games and has that injury scare. I'm thinking can bench this game. I mean, we need to see first. We need to see you know, some other guys in the Black Green and
You see the same way you said that war happened for Low, as some me feel the coach feel about Bailey.
yeah.
Where's him?
Yeah. Me think you are see it wrong. Me think exactly where you are, where you are beat up on, that's the exact thing you're gonna do. Barely, I have to him feel until him dead, you know? Yes. Yeah, but
because I mean, if you play in Grenada, you know, I mean, we want to see first. I mean, and it's good when they can play the other players and see actually what them have right now.
It's
and
when
Cephas is
you
playing
know
really good.
when you go see Cephas, you know when the ball go out for a goal kick and them a show the bench, you probably see him then.
But I'm hoping that he gets a good run in this window because I've been watching
the
him.
first one that Bailey was not to be selected.
Yeah,
but he played 96 minutes in our game.
Yeah, yes, Pastor. Hold on, Pastor. Listen.
That's what I'm thinking now. So if he's been playing a lot of games, get an injury scare, come back, play 96 minutes. I mean, you come now. I mean, they can come off for the bench for this game.
Well,
and
him going to get rested this weekend, so he'll be all right.
All right. Well, yeah, he will be getting rested when he comes here.
Yes. No, but no. In the Premier League games, I mean, you realize him don't really play Premier League games.
We know, man.
Yeah, that's what Jason tried to say. Yeah, but he not play Premier League games unless something wrong. You know, I choose them. I don't know what anybody do, man. So I'm a play better, you know. I'm actually play better, you know. You know them last games. Some things the coach. Yeah, I think the coach actually like what I do now. More than when him that score a goal. I love that, you know, because that's how I tell Jamaican people say, the man not do him put up on the field, so I take him off. Why him not score now? And him not assist, but he might play better because he might hold the damn line. He might stay on the field. So let that sink in what you know about football then, because them people always fight me. Issa, when me I tell him, say the man not do the right thing on the field, oh, him score, JD, I want you. I mean, I say, all right, then when he might do the right thing, you're going to see. Every game when he might do the right thing, him not scoring now, but him on the field all day. Yeah, I say, but how that possible? Yeah, because he might hold the line and him not cause problem for the other man's side of him. Because when the next man uncomfortable because you're the side of him and he might have to pick up your part and you tell him, say, yo, me are Messi. I must say, Messi, for what, brother? Me know you. Just do your job, yeah, man. The coach is going to take you off. And that's the coach saying, I'm like, so I love him and get it together. I talk highly of him. So at least hope he make that happen. It stay the same way.
So no,
if him continue to play good and them have a game between the 26th and the 1st, I might go one of him games them. Might. You know? If him continue playing good, yes. That's what I said.
Okay. So that's good. The thing is, though, as I say, now that we see we know so later on, probably next week or so, we do a starting lineup and thing. But I think he should come off the bench in the first game. That's just my thinking.
If him can replicate what I do in Aston Villa team last night, I do start him. With him, I start the front four in it, but Bobby Reid would have to be where he is, and I would put him inside more. I think he's learning what he needs to do on the football pitch. Surprising, I'm saying that no, when he's 20 hard, he's actually learning that the football is not about him and what he has to do as a team. I think him actually learned this. He had a problem in Leverkusen, but I don't think he respected the people in Leverkusen. Now he realized that, listen to me, Zanuol on the bench, 100 man injured. When them come back, have no game again. No game. So a year time now to prove something, and he actually work. So I think they're going to apply the same thing in a Jamaica team, and I want to think that you're going to see more from Leon Bailey in a Jamaica shirt. Because once you start doing the right thing, you tend to will start doing the right thing. Yes, and you will see more from Bobby Reid because
JD go again.
Watching, you know, the guy.
Jamaican shirt.
Pastor, hold on, man, Pastor, say something, you know, hear other people say something that make him say something, and you come in, you know. Me that try to finish my point.
No, Pastor.
Me that try to say,
I was
trying to say something good to say that when you do something in football, it becomes automatic. So he will come to Jamaica and want to work hard. I just believe that before he thought that he's the Rolls Royce of a player and he needs to just do whatever he wants and someone else work for him. I think now people see that he has to work for himself in Aston Villa. When he comes to the national team, the coach will not tell him that. Brother, you have to do this so Bobby Reid can do more for the team, because once they give him that luxury for him can do more, he does even more than Leon Bailey. So now everybody have to pull their own role. And for a long while, Bobby Reid in the national team pulling the role of Leon Bailey. And let Leon Bailey just concentrate going forward. And people don't see those things.
Man. And the thing, with Bobby Reid, as I say, I watch him on TV, but I actually watch him live. I watch him live in a preseason. And I never realize, the man is really a baller, like literally. I watch him man from Fulham, anything positive is always Bobby Reid. I watch him and I say then, we can't get them a Bobby Reid for Jamaica. Like literally everything positive when I watch the game about Fulham that night, a Bobby Reid. Bobby Reid in the everywhere, collect, turn, boom, like, and any type of creative spark, it was him. So in the Fulham system, he offers a lot. But boy, sometimes when he comes to Jamaica, it's like a hit and miss sometimes. Yes, his energy is good, his IQ is good sometimes. He has good decision making, but we need everything fair click.
Facts.
And as I say, when other players now pull them weight, it kind of just throw off how other players play.
Yeah, because look, you just mentioned his IQ. So the first thing the coach will look at, Bobby, we want Leon to play now. So like every other coach doing for Jamaica, Bobby, you can play right wing back, So double up, because we have Alphonso Davies coming in for Canada. So you are O'Neill Fisher double up and do that role. Then people said, Dan, he's not going forward. Then if the man do a double up on Alphonso Davies, him and O'Neill Fisher, how am I going to go forward? That's a job that he got. So, Bobby, you have to play in the two in midfield as a central. You have to play as the supporting forward. You have to play as the lone forward. Because in the Honduras game, he was a lone forward and everybody else playing around him. You understand me? So, he can't get a spell that he comes and said, I'm a right midfielder for Jamaica. So, I'm going to come and play as a right midfielder. Bobby is just play everywhere like what you do for Fulham. If they don't have a striker, Big Mitchell is not there, go and play for Big Mitchell position. If you don't have a fullback, go and play the fullback. If you don't have a central, go and play the central. Only centre back and keeper I don't see this man plays. And I honestly believe that if they don't have a centre back, they're going to put him in there. Keeper, he might be a little bit too short for that, but he might still try as a keeper. So I think, as I've always said, Bobby Reid is a very intelligent player, man. You get me? Wizard said Whisper is the second best striker. You don't have to believe when we play 80, if Whisper was up front, we would win the game. But the problem is, Wizard, Whisper don't even play striker. So it's hard for...
Nobody take that.
Huh?
Man, JD.
What is that?
Nobody take that, man.
No, but me I tell him, say Whisper no play striker. So you couldn't put him up front because it's not a role that he plays. Wizard, literally, he does not play that position. He's a wing forward, right and left. And what I'm realizing now, he's only a right wing forward at this point. He's only, because when they brought him on the other day and put him on the left hand side, he struggled, and then people come out and said why they put him on the left hand side. He's a left footed player, so why is it he can't play over the left hand side? Because that is not his natural position. So he's a right winger to a right wing forward. Those are his two positions that he can't play right midfield. We saw that, so we get to see enough of him now, to know where he plays.
People have to be careful what they ask for. A lot of people want him to play, right? Before he was playing at this level, where everybody, even his handlers, was saying that he can play every role in the front.
And then them change him out
couple game happen. Him can't play in the middle. He's a wing forward. 2 more game happen, him can't play on the left.
He's only is a right midfield winger.
The more game him play, him not have no more spot for going. So I bet him just wait.
Wait until he go to Chelsea. Right. Yeah.
Yes, just let the man play the football first, man, and then we can.
Yes, I agree with Jason one time, full hard in Issa, because look, when he played the first game, and he never performed in the Trinidad game, him handler come out and say him is not a forward, and him know why the coach use him in a position there. He's not a striker. That's what they're saying. But all of your campaign, you tell people say the man is a striker. You understand? The man is a striker and can play all of the roles them. And they come out flat. People, these are on the internet, so you can go on Sportsmax and see that one when he played against Trinidad. You get me? Then after now, in the recent game, the coach fling him over the left-hand side to make sure Bailey can stay over the right-hand side. And he couldn't turn on people. They were taking the ball away from him. Or anytime he cuts in, he seems like he's more unbalanced. You understand me? So people were saying that it was not over his preferred side. So that's why people wanted him to come off for Bailey. You understand me? So we have to understand that learning football is important. And Jamaica does not have those facilities to teach you about football to that level, to compete at any level on worldwide scale. Remember, we're just in the Caribbean region, and all of our teams never dominated the Caribbean Cup. You get me? We have one come first and one come second. So that tells you that the resources that we have in the country, we can't facilitate certain things. We can try to give them as good physical attributes and everything, but the technical side and certain things, it's very hard for we to match up with the real world. You understand me? So they have to go there. So just give the kid some time. Let him go there. Yeah, but Anika, but that's the same handler come out and said he can't play the position, one of the three positions, and then he squared it down to one position. So the truth is, the guy is a right wing forward. Period. A right wing forward, because he does not develop the body as yet to be a striker. You understand me? And maybe the know-how and the know-how. Put the know-how. He has not learned those things as yet. So the kid has a good building block. So doesn't let him go play some football, man, and stop holding back, because the longer you hold this kid back, is the more he's going to mature, but not mature with anything in his brain. So he's not going to learn anything, and he's going to get older and don't touch a field. And then all of that years that he should have been soaking up things, you just put him as the hype project. Hype him up, and don't let him play in the football. And they can't reach anywhere with that. You understand me? That's why I've always said, let him go and play some football. If it's the Manning Cup, hear me, is the JPL, let him go and play the JPL. Stop saying that he's bigger than the JPL. I saw him play the JPL games them. Against the JPL friendly games them. He never looked head and shoulder against none of the JPL teams them. None. He looked 15 with them. So let him go and play. And against the bigger Manning Cup teams, every one of the bigger Manning Cup teams, he never looked stand out like the superior player of everyone in none of the Manning Cup games. All of them, he looks. The big Manning Cup games I'm talking about, the JC games, did they play Mona? They play Mona as well. Right? They played STGC. The first one he was marked out in the first one. The second one he came back better. All right. Yes, but I'm trying to show you all of those high-profile games when you have to start thinking and all of those things. You can see that the guy have a trouble. Yeah, he has a trouble with that when he has to think of things. You get me? And that's why he lost certain battles in the Manning Cup, and the Manning Cup is nowhere near the Premier League. So you want the guy should get more game time so he can get to learn off his own, and then he can think about new things to come, because Chelsea have no time to wait. The kid that everyone talks about in the Chelsea team was Macy Burstow. That's what the coach said. The main important player, what he saw like as a wing forward. And he can look, surprisingly, he's named as a Jamaican as well. And he's at Chelsea. And he couldn't get in the team full time, and he left to Sunderland as well. Wizard said, stop call whisper name in your mouth. I have not said anything bad. Everything that I've said was motivational, but yet still they want to disrespect me. CJD, if he was playing in the JPL, he probably would be playing in the Caribbean Cup right now. Yes. Because maybe if he was on Cavalier or one of those places, he would have been playing with high-level competition. Because in Suriname team, you have players that's playing with international competition worldwide just the same in the Robin Hood team. You understand me? So you will be getting scalps here and there. So you get some lesson. You will learn a lot of things. So people never put down any competition because the competition what he was named in and respected from is nowhere near the JPL. Manning Cup is not better than JPL. Don't let anybody fool you. And the Caribbean Cup is nowhere. The Manning Cup is nowhere near that. So go and play some football. Stop using excuse. Stuart left. Colin Anderson left. King left. All of those players left from Jamaica. Play some football, man. You know. So that's 1:30. People smash the like button, share, and subscribe. We have half an hour more to go. And I am a little bit tired today, and I should have done a next one on the stream, on the next channel, but maybe Africans have to push that one over tomorrow. So that is one of our problems. Carla, this is a yes man, Ravela General. Okay, that is one of our problems. Okay. All right. Oh my days. So anyways, we still have people inside the chat in the Discord. So we have a few more questions to ask. All right. So what is expected? Let me finish it on that. Do the final 30 minutes. What is expected of this group? How much points do you think is expected? And we wanted to go into who we're going to face if we finish first or second, because that is important. That is important. All right, so I'm going to go in the groups to give you the stats at this point. Continue. Anyone want to speak on it? What is expected?
Yeah.
All right.
So for me, the expectation going into this was to qualify. I know some will look at the group and say, boy, Jamaica should be finishing first. But I can assure you that I am not one of the fans that Mr. Hallgrimsson was referring to when he said there's a naive set of fans that maybe don't understand the quality of Haiti. I definitely understand that they're a better team than their FIFA rankings would show, based on how I see them playing the top teams in the region. So I think going into this window, I would expect 4 points. Obviously, I would love to get 6 because I think that would ensure that we finish first in the zone. But, you know, I would be okay if we got 4 points in this window. But I think another key factor that I need to add in there, as well as the 4 points, I need a 4-goal clear victory versus Grenada to help with my security of qualifying.
All right. So 4 goals. So guys, this is what we have on the screen. Trinidad and Tobago on the top. I don't think they're going to stay on the top for too long, but no, they're there at the top, so I'm not going to disrespect Trinidad. Let them keep on fighting hard. Yeah, but obviously, I think Panama and those teams will fight for a position, but Guatemala, Martinique, Curacao and those teams are not technically out, but yeah, you know, it's going to be tough for them to come in. All right, so that is, and then we have the Jamaica group right here. So I decide Cuba and Jamaica after 2 games played. Yes, then you have Honduras, Haiti, and Suriname. All 6 teams are still alive in this competition. All 6 teams. All right. Yes. So at this point, I think I don't know if it's the amount of points it finishes with, or they have already labeled groups. Have you found that out as well, Jason? Is the amount of points the first place finishes with? Go and meet anybody else, because remember, we know that Mexico is first, United States is second.
As far as I know, I thought it was going to be some kind of draw. I don't think that they automatically pick where the first place from this group gonna go yet, but I would need to research that.
Okay, we're gonna research it, but naturally, if you come second, you will be facing one of the top teams then. If you come second in the group, you will be facing either United States or Mexico. I think the 2 second place would naturally go and face those teams. But the 2 first places will be fighting to play either Costa Rica or Canada. If you win that, you go straight to the Copa America. If you lose it, you get a second shot to come and try and see if you can qualify to the next loser. That's how it goes. All right? Yes. So I'm not 100% sure. But I think it would have to work out to who finish on the most points, Jason. That is the best way to do it, you know? Who finishes on the most points would have come first. and then the next first place over there come second.
A lot of times it's hard to like, you know, do a points tally between two different groups.
Okay.
You know, so I don't know if they would just make it that way. I am of the more mindset that they will just put two names in a hat and you pull one and that one get USA, that one get Mexico, you know. But
all right. So,
again, I'm not certain.
I'm gonna just find it now. I'm gonna find it now.
And I agree with you. You know, the reason being is because of how they do it. You have groups where everybody not playing, some teams playing higher quality teams more than once. It's better if they do a draw. You see what I say? Because like even we all to play the groups, you have you know, two top teams, Jamaica and Haiti, playing each other twice. You see what I say? So I mean, whoever on top or second, they do a draw.
Okay, so JD, I'm on the site now. The way they're gonna do it, it's gonna be based on the ranking of the team as of the October 2023 window. So that simply means in the we have to check and see where Jamaica is ranked compared to the first place of the other group to see who we would play.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because I've done a screen right here, so I have to make sure we know. So
fourth ranked. Okay, so it says versus best first place 1A, 1B, and next first place 1A, 1B.
Yes.
So what am I gonna count as best and next?
So then that's what I'm saying. It's who finishes with the most points would be best 1A, and then best 1B would be second. So Jamaica don't know. JD, I think you're right. It's whosoever finish. And yes, that's what I'm thinking, because that's what named 1A and 1B.
Yeah.
So if you finish on the most points, you would class as 1A. So
that best.
Yes,
that best and next very vague, because what if the two of them have 10 points? So you have
goal difference. So, and if we will know
how much charge you collect.
I think they're going to give clarity on it when it gets closer to the final games. All right, and I'm going to do the research as to what happened if they are joined with goal difference and everything. How they would split who is the best. You know? Yes. Maybe it will come down to
the amount of cards you got, JD.
How much? Disciplinary. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
who is 1A and 1B?
No, 1A and 1B is not decided
1B.
as yet. Let me tell you who.
We don't know yet.
Let me tell you who would be 1A and 1B. At this point, Jamaica and +1, 4 points. Trinidad would be 1A.
Okay.
So because they are on 6 points +2. So at this point, Trinidad would be leading the entire competition. You know? But if at the end Jamaica finish on more points and more goal difference, they are going to be 1A. So they will get the easiest one. They will get the 4th ranked team when in the next round.
So basically Concacaf try and make our head explode. Not only we have to watch your own zone, watch every zone.
Well, and that's why me get important, because I always watch all football as a person. Yeah, so we have to watch all.
That just magnify the call where you make say you want to beat Grenada by 4 clear goal.
May I tell you?
And that not easy for do in Grenada, because Grenada have half of the stone where they over Waterford.
Question, JD. Did anybody in the Concacaf region give an explanation for the format of the format that we are using?
No, it's not. But me take this opportunity to tell you why. You see the thing called FIFA, the thing called UEFA, and the thing called all of them there. Them love money, so them full up the thing them with game, and there are only so many windows in the year. So you cannot play 6 games with them down the time. Them can't play 3 games in a window. So that is literally why there's not enough time in the year to play all these damn games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a very tricky way how to do it. It makes it more exciting now, because every time you have to be looking over here, setting up for things, not just one group but 2 groups. You know, it makes you don't know what's going on until they score 1,500 goals. It's a and get 3 points. Yeah.
We up when we at the last window. So it's very highly unlikely that Haiti and Jamaica can go through. But I think that is still the likelihood of happening of Haiti and Jamaica
Yes.
can go through.
Remember,
You still-
Honduras. This is what you have a problem with. You don't know the fixtures. Then the problem is, remember, the double up.
Honduras now play
Honduras,
Cuba
a 2-time Honduras play Cuba, so Honduras beat Cuba 2 times, and them pretty much win the group, You don't realize that so Haiti can't do nothing about it and Jamaica can't do nothing about it because Haiti have Suriname and Jamaica. So Haiti beat Suriname and Jamaica.
That are 4 points max to 80 if them draw with Jamaica.
Yes.
How much points 80 and
80 and 2 points so far. 2 points 80 and.
the maximum
That has 6
right
points.
now,
No, but if them get a point against Suriname, then would have knocked off Suriname right there, and then they would have dropped Jamaica upon 3 plus 1. That's 8 points to Jamaica, so they would have dip on 6. And then Honduras will win them 2 games, they would have dip on 9. So they would have win the group, but Jamaica would go through 2nd place. But Jamaica would have still advanced.
yes, Cuba can do nothing to save it.
Yes, Cuba would have to beat Honduras or draw with Honduras. Hold them back and then beat them in a 1 to get themselves through. If Cuba draw 2 times, they would have finished on 6 points in 2nd spot, and Honduras would have dropped out on 5 points.
Hello.
Honduras scored the most
the young
goals
man-
so far. Honduras scored the most goals in a competition. In our
Question,
group.
Jenny,
Yes, Pastor.
Jenny?
Pastor Issa,
Is who asking-
Pastor Issa said something to make him finish the Pastor. You have to listen to everybody, and then you come in, Pastor.
Before, I was just saying, who has Honduras played already?
Jamaica and Grenada. They spanked Grenada 4-0.
Honduras avoid Haiti the entire time.
Yes, and they don't play Suriname either.
Whoa. All right. So it's the possibility of Haiti going through looks slim.
Yes.
Jaja.
Jamaica one with 7 points still looks slim too as well, If Jamaica can't win against Haiti, because if Haiti win with Suriname, if Haiti beats Suriname, Jamaica chances is them have to beat Haiti. More likely. I don't think any draw works. Because Haiti are going to come out for win.
Basically, we kind of need Cuba for don't let Honduras get 6 points.
Yes.
And we also would have loved if Suriname
do Haiti have paper. Yes.
Yeah.
Up in a 1 group, man. My God.
Yeah, but the next group is equally as hard as well, When you talk about look Panama, El Salvador, Curacao, Martinique, Guatemala, Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago might be the least favorite team in that group, and them they're the top.
And based on how the fixtures did play out in this one, if we did ever do another one there, them would have given
Panama 2 times.
Guatemala 2 times.
Panama.
El Salvador and Panama.
And I think if we were in that group, we're not sure of Jamaica qualifying. None at all.
Remember, when these fixtures, I remember when the fixtures came out, I was telling everybody, I actually love our group because we avoid most of the Central American tiki-taka, them were always on Mashwell.
And it's tricky.
And we are playing more powerful teams.
But you look at Trinidad, they're at the top of me. I tell you, say, if Jamaica didn't have a group, Jamaica would have way more problem than this next group. But you just say, that, but Trinidad they're at the top, but you don't know Trinidad's game. Trinidad played Curacao in 1 game. And then pretty much who they played again? Martinique. They played, was it El Salvador? They played on 3-2, something like that. El Salvador.
Them beat El Salvador, but that game
was 65 shots between the 2 games. Trinidad saved to be on 6 points. Almost impossible. So Jamaica wouldn't play that way. Jamaica don't want to screw them head on. Once they screw them head on, anything is possible. You get me? And the way they play fluid, both teams they play better football than Jamaica, to be honest. But we have power players that we can score more frequent than Trinidad. That's what I would say. So we would have had a shot, but it would have been more difficult. It would have been more difficult to qualify in this group. So I think the group that Jamaica got is perfectly fine. The best out of the two. Because I think every team in this group is better than Grenada. Every team in the next group is better than Grenada. So it's not like a free 3 points, you know? You have no free 3 points there. Cuba, Trinidad would have been the free 3 points that you're looking for. But nah. All right. So in the comment section, we have King says, Pastor, you need to start through a collection before you start. No. Pastor is the boss. Signal said, JD, even if we end up getting USA or Mexico and lose to them, we still have a Copa chance to qualify because we know. But
Yeah, man, we
Signals,
know
you have to
them have
remember.
more
You
chance.
have to remember, Panama will be playing one of the top teams, one of the smaller, what we call smaller teams. So Panama might be playing Canada. So when Panama lose to Canada now, at Jamaica and Panama play for one of the spot them, you know. So actually get less, you know. Signal, so
Yeah,
Signal,
people,
be careful.
you see, that's why I need to follow Concacaf, you know, because we are count like what? 2 big team. We need to redefine big because some of them team, you know, like Panama, they're in the big 4, but believe me, them belong in the big 4.
Yes. And to be honest, Jamaica is not one of the top 4 teams or top 5 teams. Based on what people playing at this point, I think Jamaica is at 6, in around 6. And if we can't beat 80, we are not in the top 6 either. We are 7th.
Yeah, are we right now? Are we on Haiti a fight for 6?
Yes.
More than, you know, honestly, if we're going to be honest with ourselves, you know.
So if we're going to take how much team are qualified for the Copa 6? 6 supposed to qualify, Jason, right?
Yes, top 6.
Yeah, because the first 4, the first 4 that wins the game goes straight through. That's 4, and then the next 2
Right.
the next 2 winners of the two
Whoever
losers.
drop out from the loser,
Yeah, so
whoever
6 in
wins from the
total.
loser bracket,
So
yeah.
6 in total. So
Yeah.
if we said we are not in the top 6, it proved to tell you that we can still drop out as well, because if you take these 4 going through, so for instance, Jamaica, Honduras go through, you know, in this group. Then you have Panama, Guatemala goes through in that group. In the next group, Panama, Guatemala goes through in that group. Then you have United States, Canada, Costa Rica, Mexico. A very few teams, we're going to go into those games being a favorites, because we're not going to be a favorites against Panama. We're not going to be a favorites against Mexico, United States, and Canada. So that is 4 out of them, you know. And then it all comes down to what 80 does. So if 80 draws with us and then get a favorable one with 6 points, and then maybe some miraculous thing, and they go through because maybe they have better goal difference because they might beat Suriname by more or something, and they go through, it's not going to be an easy one. So it's not a shorty. Panama and Jamaica on the same level. Harry Vibes, we have to stop disrespect Panama. We keep on always put down Panama, and they keep on performing better than us, Harry Vibes. We have better players than them. I agree with that. But I don't think we are a better team than Panama. We are still waiting to reach there.
Yeah, that coach nailed down them system. You see, they keep on asking the coach in the press conference about his system, and what him keep on saying. We're getting there. If you were to ask the Panama coach about the system, them can close them eye and play the system. Them know it. So that is the difference. Honestly, the players can't make the difference just by themselves.
Yeah.
They have to be put
Yes,
in a
sir.
framework that make them work as a team. And we're still finding that, guys.
Yes. Guys, we need 30
You
more
heard
to
me.
reach 150. Go ahead, Pastor. 30 more likes to reach 150. So smash the like button, share, and subscribe. Go ahead, Pastor.
A lot of people don't realize what the coach keep saying. Jamaica is the only nation in the competition that is not yet a team. He keeps answering the question, and they keep asking him the question a different way, and every way they ask him is the same thing. We are growing, we're getting there slowly. And he keeps, every time he answers it, he says we're getting there, but slowly. That is telling you that the coach is very much aware that we are not yet playing as a cohesive unit. So the word team does not define Jamaica. We're a collective of good players. But to define team properly, we need to become a cohesive unit. No, we have not attained that yet. And that is what the coach keep alluding to without saying it in a way that the players could feel that the coach have put them down. Jamaica don't have a team. We're going to play against Grenada, and the problem we're going to have against Grenada is that Grenada is a team. It's not that they have players equal to the status of the players we have. It's that they are a unit that is blended within our system already. We have not attained that yet. Look how many players we are going to be unsure of. Lambakisa is coming back from injury to right back, we hope. Greg Lay has not played left back for Jamaica for what, 2 windows?
Mm-hmm. Oh, more than two.
The general for the centre back is absent. So you're going to start with your enigmatic
And
Damian
Michail
Lowe.
Antonio might be absent as well. Kasey Palmer
No,
is absent.
me not reach out to say it. Me not pass the midfield. Me not reach to say it. You know. Because in midfield, our midfield has never been structured properly for us to execute any game plan totally. Has never been. So you have a unsure defense because they don't play together consistently. You have a midfield that is going to be new, and your best striker is absent. Is going more than likely is not going to be at 100. Let me not say absent yet because they have not taken the decision, even though we believe that he will be. Leon Bailey, yes, he's back 96 minutes and 9 belt from the injury, so we expect him to be. So you're going to again be dependent on Bobby Reid to cover for everybody we are dropped down. Jamaica is not going to be no favorite in none of these games, not even Grenada. Grenada play upon their stony pitch where they're used to, and they are a team. We are going there. Yes, based on the caliber players we have, the pundits will say we should win. And they just should win. If we fail to beat Grenada by 3 or more goals, we have not secured our place. You know? Because beating Haiti is a must win, but I don't see us beating Haiti by more than 1 by the odd goal.
Yeah.
So all who believe that the coach is not making sense or the coach is not saying what they want to hear, the coach cannot tell lie, or he should not tell lie. So the coach has speak without damaging the psychic of his players. That we're not really there yet, but we're improving. We're getting there. The term he uses that we're getting there slowly.
All right. So, I think as what we're saying, people, we have to just stay sane. We are not we have not registered ourselves as people that just come here and just say things, you know. If we don't think Jamaica is better than the next teams, we are not going to. And the good thing I like about this coach, he does not come and tell you any lies. He comes you and tell you exactly as it is. The reason why Haiti was ranked ahead of Jamaica, it is because Haiti was better than Jamaica in their qualifiers. The difference with Jamaica now is because Jamaica has the luxury to the same players them that you guys try to not rate. Is the same players them why make Jamaica have these big expectations without actually working for nothing. So we get these players, and then all of a sudden now we are big as the big teams them, but we have not played to be those big teams as yet. So we can't say we just look at the paper and say, no, the coach, we need to be big as no. Look at Brighton then. Brighton was a organized team. Manchester United coach changes upon. Chelsea coach changes upon. They have $1 billion in their teams. And when Brighton and Brentford both of them, Brentford almost make Manchester United look like they never played football in their lives. Tear up Manchester United in like 20 minutes. Chelsea, they dominated Chelsea for 2 seasons, and that is $2 billion out of players. And these guys have to be using analytics to pick players. But because they're using analytics and they have a system, That is the difference. Look at that. Look at that. Big boss.
But JD, why you have to use my
No,
EPL
no.
team
I'm
to
just showing. I
as
just show people
example? Why
some
you
facts in the example.
can just beat up
No, no.
Manchester United like
No.
that?
I'm just trying to.
You have to be
That's all on the boss. I'm just trying to. Pastor. Hold on, pastor. I'm just stating some facts. What took place and show you that football is not just get the best players put on the field and you're automatically better than everybody else. If not the next, if the persons are not way below you. So Jamaica get players.
I agree with
that
you.
That they might be better than Panama, but they are not so far better than Panama players. And their system definitely catch up and surpass us. So the last time we played them, we got 3. Then the next time we played them, we got 3-2. You get me? So the last time they buck us this, they dusted us out. So the surprising thing for we people to say that we are them on the same level. When they came to the Gold Cup and they performed better than us, they knocked out the team that we failed to beat. You get me? And they knocked them out and go straight to the finals. And then them and Mexico put down a showdown as well. You understand me? So Panama have showed every single thing to say that they're better than us. So I don't understand how in the world we still come in to say that we are them on the same level. So it's like when we can't say we're better than someone, it's like we have to just say we're them on the same level. No. Give them their credit now. And then when we are better than them, when we can actually beat them, then we can talk. And we have a feeling that we're going to meet them. There you go, JD, analysis and the system. Yeah. So we have to just give it back. And then
I hope to God you're not bundling me in the wee, because Jamaica is not a team yet. So Panama is bound to be better than us. They are a team.
Yes. Oh, okay. People in the chat are asking, no, he was not selected. We heard the coach said one thing, and now it looks like we are going to keep the Holy Ghost, the God title, to try push a narrative to say that he was not in the team. Because that's why I never wanted Issa to come and say these things, because the coach said one thing, and then now I don't know what is wrong with we as Jamaicans and this God complex. It's like, if he don't make a team, the kid just don't make a team. He was not better than the other players. So let us leave it alone. Stop. We are indirectly putting more pressure on the coach for no reason, because I don't actually think, aside from Phillips, none of the other players them selected, even Romario Williams would have given you a better outcome than Whisper. I'm very sorry, people. And I can show you the statistic to prove it. You understand me? So let we leave these things alone, man. You get me? It's like we just want this God. You know what I believe? I'm going to say this. This is the problem. Is it because we have so much overseas players coming in? It's like we want to force a false hope, or we want to force the hope on Jamaica local. So we have to keep on selling a narrative and then always pushing the tax further and further. Oh, January we're going to play. When January comes, it's going to move to June 25th. He's going to play, because you have to keep on say that, because you have to use narrative. Let football do the talking. Let the player go and do the talking. Even if his father will talk, I will not have this conversation with his father, because I think we put indirect pressure because we want to put someone in that bracket that they are not. They are not. I have seen the player played enough, and we hear the statements of the coach. The coach said one thing, let me just leave it there, man. He's not in the league of none of the players them here. He was here because the coach liked the player and wanted him to reach somewhere with the other talents that we have. But it is not the case, people. So let us just face reality. Stop selling on yourself a false hope. Whisper is not your guys' journey. So stop selling that unnecessary hope. He's just a next kid that can try, and we love what he's doing and we want him to reach places. But stop putting the coach under this pressure, because the country will go under pressure. And you clearly see every time when you put him at forward, him can't do good at forward. When you put him at left, him can't do good at left. So he has to go on the right-hand side where Bailey is at. So Bailey have to come off the field for him to be on the field. People no see, so no watch. But because the coach have to sell, for sell tickets, he have to force the player in the team. Bring down Jamaica team. I am not asking Uno myself I bring down Jamaica team because of these behavior. Because we not make it hard for the coach because the coach want to sell some ticket, all them something there. So let we just let it go, man. The man say one thing, let we just make it stay there. So I'm not gonna have it. No. Richie will go other place to set the stock where I talk, but me not gonna have it. Me not gonna sell that. You know, the coach say one thing, let we keep the coach right there. Next time now, let we see the coach now. We ask him about Phillips. Oh, Phillips make the team, I'm not play. Let me move on. Me just love the Jamaica football. I don't think I love Jamaica football, man. I think say I just want to self when I reflect because I don't want people from foreign to say them better now, no? And them stuff there. Only just try force somebody in there. To be honest, I think Whisper's a talented kid, but I don't even think Whisper is the most talented young kid in Jamaica. No. I saw others that have skill set that they could have picked in the team and grew for a position that we needed. And to be honest, the footballing understanding that those players had it more. You get me? So let we just make we evaluate football properly, please. And stop forcing this narrative, man. Sometimes it becomes unnecessary. It makes you know, say, genuinely know what you're talking about. It's like you will come off as true. We not say the same as you. We hate the player, but that's not the truth. I was the first one promoting this player on the entire internet. So I don't know where this bag of bandwagon comes from. You know, come on, man. Let we love the team, man. Stop talking about. You heard, man, come and talk the rest of players them about water. About water where? Half of these players that's playing now and come to Jamaica, most of Jamaican-born players, they might never reach a level where they are. So when you come and disrespect the player them like that, it don't sound good. Because me can tell you, 90% of Jamaican footballers them in the next 10 years will never reach nowhere near the other players them where you see coming in the next team. So when stop with this bathwater foolishness. You get me? And them and code them a substitution. Come on, man. When you see Kira and this play, you're going to surprise how good the player is. Just watch. But you're going to still keep your bias because he's just 19. He was 18 and turned 19. And if he comes and actually shows what he's doing on the field, what are you going to say? Because when the next one, what you hype up on the field, he looks clueless as to what he's doing. So what are you going to say then? You're not going to give him his credit because you're trying to bring him down. Let me just act as if we are one Jamaica, rather than trying to pitchy-patchy things and force things. Let the kid go and learn, man, and stop make up these metrics, man. It becomes distasteful, man. Now, every time I come on, oh, him make the team, but because Richie them do something now, make him make the team. Brother, him not make the team. Him not better than another man them. Simple. Make it be one Jamaica, man, and let's move on, man. And when the youth good enough, we make the team and we'll come here and cheer. We'll go at Chelsea, support the youth, but we love Jamaica just the same, man. We love the country, want the football to go place and stop put the coach on the problem, man. All right, so let me just make everybody say their final piece because I am pretty much done. Jason here and the pastor here. So I've done everything that I wanted to do, give the list, chop up what's at stake, and we have some conversation. But we can't bother with this repetitive thing. You get me? Most misconcept word for Jamaica, you bad mind. Agree, JD. Make our intelligence limited. Yeah, man. No, I've listened to people and I've wrote down things every day, you know, because I'm wondering why they come and say these things, and I am the one learning about football at the highest level and telling you things. Then the coach come and tell you the same thing as me, pick the same players them that I'm talking about, give the same reasons, and then you still try to twist the narrative. Leave it alone, man. Anderson looks good from the highlight I've seen him. Hope he gets some game. He's going to get minutes and he's going to show you when a kid actually learn football at a high level and he's playing at a high level, it looks different than a kid that should go at some whatever level where we don't know. Because even this story of making the Chelsea team, we don't sure of nothing like that. And that is a big if. That is a big if. So what you want the coach to do? Put his career on a hope to say he's going to make the Chelsea team? We don't know about that. A lot of people go to Chelsea and make Chelsea team. And we see a lot of other talented persons where the coach now said they are talented, never actually make the Chelsea team. They are at different clubs doing their thing now. So, you know, this is a guarantee. When we signed and contract things start for Chelsea, Pochettino was not the coach. Pochettino, I don't even think Pochettino knew Whisper until the day he went there. Maybe that's the time because he did an interview and he never knew most of the players them. So people in Jamaica, go and do the research yourself and you will be shocked. Stop listening to these hyped up people that just sell all sort of narrative. It becomes distasteful, and people in the reality world that's reading the thing just comes up and say, what's wrong with these people, man? That's how people will look at it, man. It does not sound the right way, man. You know, go ahead, Jason and Pastor, so we can shut the show off, and then I give my percentage at the end, and then go back to finish my food, you know. Africans, you have to make me do the next stream tomorrow. I'm a little bit tired. Pastor and Jason, you have anything to say? I don't look at. Yeah.
Jenny,
Give your final word and then we can finish, all right?
to show you that these guys are stuck in their xenophobic patterns.
All right, Pastor, look at him taking one. Yes, Killish, agreed. And that's how we ask the fans them to don't put the pressure on the coach. Make the thing just run.
Yeah,
Go
JD,
ahead, Pastor.
to show that these guys are stuck in their xenophobic zones. What does Wes Harding need to do to earn a place over Javian Brown? One, the record of Jamal Lowe for Jamaica is better than that of Leon Bailey for Jamaica. What does Jamal Lowe need to do to make a Jamaica squad? The reality is, and I'm not saying we because me not in it. These guys who attack literally, they don't like Jamaica. Me hear you say it all the while, but the reality is they see some man and they love some man, and at them the man them a project on the national team. They don't love Jamaica football, not at all. When you have this hullabaloo over Whisper to be in the team because he's going to Chelsea, I will be here still there. I will Hutchinson there.
Yeah, well, all them play there, and them are actually bigger names there. So what all them plays there, you know?
Three players, they are Chelsea. So they want to play for Jamaica already.
Yeah, but Pastor, none of the people that's talking about these things, none of them stuff there because the people might tell them something and not tell them the truth. Them not tell them say I have 3 out of Jamaica. 4, no, you have Leon Rankin there. Rankin tore up Aston Villa with Leon Bailey upon it. And them man, they have left Chelsea as well too because they might try to get other places. I saw Leicester City try to buy him as well. So you have a lot of men who can even play for Jamaica and they wall him young. And they were the stars of last year for Chelsea youth. So me not have to go down the road with them people. I'm just try to tell them say what they must see as football, I don't think it's accurate. This is a sensationalism and people just stay away 1 year because they make it feel you feel good. Say yeah, you can be at Jamaica, you be better than everybody. You can be anywhere and be better than anybody. You don't need to eat the next man to be better than anybody. If you ever come down to eating somebody to be better than somebody else, more likely you will be not. You know why? Because you always have the person in your subconscious. So just go and work hard and do your thing, man. Let me choose the best players them. The coach did a good job on his selection aside from one, which I would do agree. Yes, and I had said if it comes down to those 2 persons and I had to pick one, I would have to pick one. All right? Yes. And that's pretty much it. All right? So finish up.
I appreciate about the coach.
Finish up.
You know what I appreciate about the coach? The coach gave you his reason for selecting Whisper. And nothing what the coach said don't have nothing to do with Whisper being better than any of the other players. Whisper is the player from the Jamaican the local or environment that he wants to help, to assist. But he cannot continue to assist him because it is going to jeopardize his own program because of the position that he takes. If the reason the reason him not select Whisper, he can no longer justify Whisper's selection.
And that's
If him go justify Whisper selection, he have to select Ravel Morrison. Because in terms of quality player, Ravel Morrison is light years ahead of the rest of them.
Chris Smith said nobody hear anything about Jamal Lowe. Jamal Lowe now score and I play every week at a high level than most of the people. But nobody is saying that. That's why I said I know their problem, and that's why I want to finish it right there. I kind of see the problem, and I know it will go. All right, you have a lot of people which they need to change up their ways. It's very sad, but yeah, pass the pinch of a point because I need to go. My lady should come in soon. And then
I am finished here, JD.
All right.
These people don't love Jamaica. They don't love Jamaican football. They love man.
All right, Pastor. Let's take a time. People to compare in pod. Yeah. All right. So people, yet again, we did our job. We produced the information. We gave our argument. If you don't agree with it, you give your take in the comment section. Yes. And as you know, YouTube, we don't sleep on it. So we do our job. So if you feel like we do a good job with our argument, you smash a like, you share and subscribe. All right, take care and have a good night, and make sure to stay safe. Make sure to stay very much safe. All right, yeah man, don't sleep. We don't sleep on YouTube, pagan. Yeah man. All right, what up man? We are going to be talking on the Wemaxit channel soon. Girls football, men's football, and all of those things. So join us tomorrow I will be refreshed. Today I have to hide from Africans a little. All right. Yes, so people, bye-bye, take care.